Greetings, everyone. I am Cardinal Emil of the Ecumenical Order of Christ, and I'd like to bring you some news today. This is from Euronews.com, and the headline is "State of the Union. What were the top stories in the EU this week?" And it's actually about one story, really, about. Well, we'll see. Let's read together. In Ukraine, the front lines have been static for quite some time. Experts expected that to happen as harsh winter conditions would make major troop movements difficult. But it is also expected that a new Russian offensive is being prepared. And here's where the debate on cutting-edge Western tanks for Ukraine comes in. After sustained pressure from EU partners and the domestic opposition, Germany decided to deliver its own Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine and will allow other countries to do the same. And I suppose this event is what led to people speculating that Germany had declared war on Russia, which seems to not be the case as of yet. They simply aid them with some equipment, tanks here in this case. Boris Pistorius, the new German defense minister, defended his government's position. I don't have any hints that it could be too late, because I think we will deliver our Leopards the latest maybe at the end of March, and everything I know is that this is early enough, he said. I don't know really. We'll see. The ultimate decision was solely made by German Chancellor Olaf Scholz. The reason why it took him so long was the subject of a lot of speculation. Some suggested that Scholz needed time to bring a skeptical public on board, and that Germany's pacifist electorate would never pardon him an overly eager attitude to arm Ukraine. These are probably excuses in my opinion, and I'll explain why I believe so in just a minute. In a TV interview, Scholz sharply rejected any domestic considerations. Those who supply tanks must never do so for domestic political moves, but because it is right in terms of support. In this case for Ukraine, which is under attack from Russia, and Russia who wants to conquer all or part of the country, but also in terms of the decisions we make for our own security, Scholz said. And this can only be achieved if one has strong nerves and knows for sure that one must advance this together with others. Scholz acted in close cooperation with the United States. Washington believes that arming Ukraine with highly sophisticated weapons could be a major turning point in the war, as US President Joe Biden explained. Today I'm announcing that the United States will be sending 31 Abrams tanks to Ukraine, the equivalent of one Ukrainian battalion. Secretary Austin has recommended this step because it will enhance Ukraine's capacity to defend its territory and achieve its strategic objectives. But former Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko told Euronews that tanks are coming too late. If you're talking about the game changer, not anymore. If supply was happening half a year ago, when Russia was weaker than now, definitely together with the armored personnel carrier, together with air defense, that would have been a game changer. And I believe he's right in this, but I also believe that they don't want a game changer. They don't want to win the war hastily. They want to drag it out for as long as possible, like they've done with other wars in the past. Partly because economical interests that profit off of this war, but also because it's part of the plan to weaken Europe economically, make them fight to exhaustion, and bring them to their knees in as many ways possible, to prepare them to make it easier for them to accept the Lord and our King RayEl when the time is right. It's if you've never read Albert Pike's letter to Mazzini, it's explained in detail there as well. The Third World War as he calls it in the letter, and how he's going to precede what they call the pure doctrine of Lucifer, which we know is Lord RayEl. So yeah, I think this is just not a part in the plan. They don't want to win the war, at least not yet. They want to drag it out as long as possible. So there you go. Thank you all for listening, and take care, everyone. Love God and love each other in the name of Lord RayEl. Amen.